Welcome to adding and subtracting fractions. Okay, so take a look at this question over here. So 1/21 over 40 means 1 plus 21 over 40. 3/17 over 40 equals, or means 3 plus 17 over 40, right? So if we were to add this all together, this would be 1 plus 21 over 40 plus 3 plus 17 over 40. Now, it's easier to add these whole numbers and these fractions, right? So then here we could do 1 plus, we could do 1 plus 3 plus 17 over 40 plus 21 over 40, okay? Which becomes 4 plus, and because these have the same denominator, it's really easy to add them. You just add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. So this becomes 38 over 40, right? Because 17 plus 21 is 38. Then over 40, this becomes over 40. Okay? 38. So now 4 plus 38 over 40, this simplifies. You could divide top by 2 and the bottom by 2. This becomes 4 plus 19 over 20, which is just 19 over 20. Okay? Let's take a look at the next question. 2 over 5 plus 1 over 4. So, for a question like this, because the denominators are different, we're going to need to find the lowest common denominator. To do this, we're going to put both of these into what is called a prime factorization. Okay? We're going to look for the biggest number that fits into both 5 and 4, which is just 1, right? There's no other number that fits into both. And then we're going to have 5 and 4. So over here, when we're adding a number, say it was like 2 or 3, we're going to want to put the lowest number possible, okay? Besides 1. For this, though, nothing else fits, so we can only put 1, okay? So the lowest common denominator is 1 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4, which is 20, okay? So what that means is we're going to need to make 2 over 5 something over 20, okay? So if I were to multiply the top by 4 and the bottom by 4, it would be 8 over 20, okay? And now we want 1 over 4 to also be something over 20. Okay, so if I were to multiply the top by 5 and the bottom by 5, we would have 5 over 20. Now that the denominator is same, it's much easier to add, because then this becomes 13 over 20, because we could just add the numerators and keep the denominators same. And that's our answer. Okay? Let's take a look at the next question here. So for a question like this, which is a bit more complicated, let me just rewrite it for a second. For a question like this, 5 over 56 plus 1 over 72, plus 1 over 72. These are some really big numbers, okay? And to find the lowest common denominator, we're going to have to put them into a prime factorization. 72, 72, okay? First we put 2, because 2 goes into both of them. And then we're left with 28, and 72 divided by 2 is 3, 12, 36, okay, 36. And then we can divide by 2 again, so we get left with 14, and 18. Then we can divide by 2 again, and we're left with 7 and 9, okay? And to find our lowest common denominator, that's this number times this number times this number times this times this. Okay, so that becomes 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 9. Okay, which is 4 times 2 times 7 times 9, which becomes 8 times 7 times 9, which is 56 times 9, and now you can put 56 times 9 over here, which becomes 54. 454 plus 5, which is 504. Okay, so our lowest common denominator is 504. Oops, I wrote 494 here. Okay, our me just erase this here. Okay, so with 504, we want this to be over 504, so we're multiplying the top by 9 and the bottom by 9. Okay, so 5 times 9 is 45. And 1 over 72. For that one, we need to find out what to multiply the top and bottom by. Okay, so why don't we test? Okay, so 72 times 5 is 360. Okay, so it's not 72 times 5. Let's try 7. 72 times 7 is 14,504. Oh wow, we got it, 504. So we're going to have to multiply the top by 7 and the bottom by 7. So this becomes 7 over 504. I'm not going to put an equal sign here. We want to add these two. 45 over 504 plus 7 over 504 becomes whatever 45 plus 7 is, which is 52. And then on top of 504, divide the top by 2, the bottom by 2. Actually, we can divide the top by 4 and the bottom by 4. Divide by 4, which becomes 52 divided by 4 is 13. And 504 divided by 4 is 1. Then we're left with 1, 0, 2. We're left with 2, 4, 126 equals 13 over 126. Okay, this 126 goes here, this 13 goes here, and then we're left with 13 over 126. And I think that's it. That's adding and subtracting fractions.